Hello, my name's Lee Healy and I'm the Managing Director of Income Max, the entitlement expert. We help people to make sense of and understand the benefits and tax credit system. Today we're going to tell you lots about the benefits and tax credits that are available. Here's a quick guide to housing benefit rates. Now, housing benefit is a means-tested benefit, so therefore the government have to actually set rates for local authorities to use in order to calculate housing benefit. Because it's a means-tested benefit, what they're going to do, or what the government do, is actually obviously compare your income and resources and your savings and so on and so forth to a set of housing benefit rates. Now, what housing benefit actually does, its idea is to build up an amount that the government says that you need to live on. And it does this using these government set rates, which are available online, and I'll tell you where to find those a little bit later. Now, with the rates, they basically build up the amount the government says you need to live on using different things. Now, first of all, they use a personal allowance, and everybody's entitled to one of those depending on whether you're single or a couple or a lone parent. They also add in an amount for any children that you've got as well. So if you've got children, dependent children or young adults, they add an amount in for those as well. Again, designed to get to an amount the government says you need to live on. There are also lots of extra things that they can add in as well. So there are different, what they call premiums. And so, for example, if you've got a disability and health problem, or if you're a family, they add in extra amounts. So the idea of these rates is to build up the amount the government says you need to live on. They then use this rate later on when they do the actual housing benefit calculation to work out how much rent that you can actually get some help with for your housing benefit. It's also worth mentioning that the housing benefit calculation uses the local housing allowance rules if you're in private sector tenancies. And what that basically means is that the amount of rent that you can actually get help with might be affected by what's called the local housing allowance rules. Now, with all of these rates, the local housing allowance rules, the premiums, the personal allowances, all of those are available online. Now, first of all, the local housing allowance, if you just search the local housing allowance in Google, more often than not you'll come up with the local housing allowance website, which you can actually put in a postcode and you'll see those local housing allowance rules and the current rates for you in your area. For the actual premiums and personal allowances and so on and so forth, I would recommend visiting a website called RightsNet. Now, RightsNet have a range of different services that they provide, but they actually do have the rates online, and you'll actually be able to see what those current housing benefit rates are. If you're unsure at all of whether you should claim housing benefit, do seek some advice. Have a chat to your local Citizens Advice Bureau or Independent Advice Service. They should be able to help you both understand how housing benefit's calculated and whether you'll be eligible in the first place. And that's a quick guide to the housing benefit rates.